Ooh, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing great today. My name is BurnoPlayz. I'm an Irish content creator. If you are new to the channel, what's going on? Welcome in. If you were already here before in previous streams or previous videos, welcome back in. Guys, let's kick into it. We have a lot to discuss today. We have a lot to go through. You can see from the thumbnail, you can see from the overlay, we are doing an OG Gen 1 Pokemon tier list. I'm looking forward to this big time. I'm a Gen 1er. I'm an old man. I'm a Gen 1er. I've been playing Pokemon since I can remember. So what was my first Pokemon game? Maybe 4 or 5 years old. Back in the Pokemon Blue days. I'm excited to get through this Gen list. Honestly, I love each and every one of these Pokemon. I really do. We have our lists here of the OG leg ends. The OG leg ends. So we got A, B, C, and D. Honestly, I haven't really prepared this. This is very much off the cuff. I have not prepared any of these, to tell you the truth. This is my first run through. I don't think there'll be many Ds, but I do feel there will be a couple of Ds. A couple of Ds ain't bad. But guys, we're going to kick into it right now. But how am I ranking these Pokemon? I'm kind of doing it by 3 different ways. One, my general love for the Pokemon. General memories I have from the game, playing it, and how the Pokemon gives me the feels from being a Gen 1er. Also, competitively, do I think this Pokemon, you know what, competitively so good, it might sneak a tier higher or a tier lower, depending. And then just general design. Do I think it's a great design? Do I think it's a great concept? Could have been better? I don't know. But they're the kind of 3 categories I am ranking these Pokemon off. But to be honest, I don't even know what's going on. I have not prepared this before. But let's kick into it, dudes, without further ado. Let's start with the OG Bulb dude. The OG Bulbasaur. Now, I don't think this is going to go into OG Legends. I don't think that's fair. I'm trying my best to keep the OG Legends for the dudes that I really think they deserve it. So there will be a lot of A's, there will be a lot of B's, but I cannot be fair to put Bulbasaur in the B tier. He has to go A tier. I love him. He's my favorite of the 3 starter Pokemon. I love Bulbasaur so much. On to Ivysaur. We're going to try and go through this semi-quick. Ivysaur, I don't love it as much as Bulbasaur. I do like it a lot. I think competitively is also quite good when you compare against the other 2 mid-stage Evo starters. I think Ivysaur is probably one of the better ones. I'm going to drop him in the B tier. I don't think he deserves to be in the A tier just yet. But I will give you our first OG leg end is the Venusaur. Venusaur himself. Personally, my favorite of the 3 starter Final Evolution line. Very good competitively. Great design. He was my first starter Pokemon, if I remember correctly, that I chose when I booted up Pokemon Blue for the first time. So I'm very happy Ivysaur is our first OG legend. Straight on to Charmander. I love Charmander. I think like the design itself is great. It's great getting a fire type. He learns Ember super quick, so he gets a stab Ember move. I like Charmander a lot. And he's just so cute. So he has to drop into A. You're going to see actually, you're going to see some repetition here. Charmeleon, B. I think Charmeleon is probably the worst middle stage Evo. That's my opinion. Please don't shoot me for that. Just my opinion. I think he struggles very quickly. Once he starts reaching the level 30s, just before he comes a Charizard, I remember having difficulties trying to keep this man alive in Nuzlocke until he evolves into a Charizard. Once he turns into a Charizard, he's fine. But I think he deserves to be in B. I think C would be wrong. B. Charizard, another OG legend. I told you you're going to see some repetition here. Yes, Charizard, great Pokemon. I don't really understand why Charizard gets so much hate. I definitely understand why he gets so much love. I think Charizard's a great Pokemon. Do I think Game Freak and Pokemon shove him down people's throats a little bit more? A little bit too much? Yes, I do think that. But I think it's semi-deserved. I love Charizard. And I don't understand why people hate. I think it's just kind of fashionable to hate Charizard. I love Charizard. So I think he deserves to be an OG legend. Squirtle! Blah, 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 blah. Every time I say Squirtle, I just imagine him using water gun. And I have to do the animation. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, he has to drop an A just for that sole reason. I love him though. Great in the anime. Nice Pokemon in general. Great stats along the line. Just a decent Pokemon. Wartortle, again, you're seeing some repetition. I don't love him as much as Squirtle. I like the design. I like the way he's kind of purpley. He's kind of cute. I like his little, like, wings as well. He actually, you know what? He actually could drop into A. But I'm going to stick him in B for now. I'm going to give myself at the very end, guys. I'm allowed 1 minute where I can have a little look and change things at the end. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and make these decisions and stick with it. Blasty Boy. OG leg end, dudes. I don't think you guys could argue with me. The 3 starters have to be in the OG Legends. They are the pinnacle of starter Pokemon. They are the first starter Pokemon, and arguably potentially all the best ones that all their predecessors try to beat. And some of them failed, some of them maybe didn't. I think they deserve to be all 3. Now, let's get into the meat and grease of this, because the starters were potentially, everyone could have predicted that. Caterpie, I don't really have much love for Caterpie. I think it'd be wrong putting him in the B tier. I think he needs to go to C. We have our first C tier Pokemon. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I do like the way it evolves quite early into Metapod and then into Butterfree, because otherwise the 2 predecessors in Caterpie and Metapod are just shocking. So I think Metapod I don't think is any better or any worse. I do like its gimmick of just using Harden. I think it's kind of funny, but if you evolve a Caterpie into a Metapod, it should have Tackle, which is much better. And String Shot. So, yeah, Metapod, I don't really have much love for it. I think it's funny in the anime, but I think it deserves to be in the C tier. But I do think the Butterfree has to sneak up. I think Butterfree has to be in the B tier. I love it competitively. It's great. Once you get Compound Eyes, Quiver Dance, Sleep Powder, it's a really good Pokemon. I've been on the receiving end of some Compound Eye Butterfrees myself, unfortunately. And yeah, I loved it in the anime. I loved using it myself. You get a Caterpie. It's a quick investment because it's level 10. Ball's level 10. So I like Caterpie a lot. I think it deserves to be in B. I think A is pushing it. Weedle. Weedle. I think it's kind of the same as Caterpie. I don't really have much love for it. I don't have much late. I actually might have a little bit more love for Weedle because Poison Stink and Poison Pokemon. And yeah, I personally think it's a little bit better than the Caterpie line. No, not better than the line. Better than Caterpie. But I'm trying not to compare these Pokemon with each other. It's how I love these Pokemon and how I think about them. But Kakuna, I don't think could go any higher. Kakuna is pretty much just a yellow Metapod. I think it's the same thing. Now, will I put Beedrill in the B tier? No, this is the first kind of discrepancy. The first argument, perhaps. I don't really like Beedrill. I always think Beedrill is like the evil version of Caterpie. Of Butterfree, I should say. So I think dropping in the B tier is not right. I don't think it's right to put him in D either. I'm going to put him in C. It's actually quite good competitively. It's quite a good Pokemon. It actually has a Mega. Yeah, actually, this got a Mega, but Butterfree didn't. Interesting. He did get a Gigantamax form later on. Maybe that evens things out. But no, I think I'm happy with my choice of Beedrill in the C tier. Now, here comes the first regional bird line. I love this regional bird line. I love the Pidgey line. I've got some good memories, some good fond memories of my Pidgey from my first playthroughs, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Pidgey, I think I'm going to drop Pidgey and Pidgeotto in the B tier line. I think that's right. I love Pidgey and Pidgeotto. It's quite hard to get Pidgey to evolve, if I remember correctly. It could be 18. It could be even higher in the first gen game. So that's quite late for a Pidgey. You know, Pidgey, he's not great, but I like him. I like Pidgey and I like Pidgeotto, but guys, Pidgeot is dropping into the A tier. So I remember when I was just a wee little nipper, when I was a little kid, I do remember a very fond memory of, let me just turn off the air, it is very hot in here. I remember, I didn't know Pidgeotto evolved into Pidgeot. This is before the internet and before books. I told you, I'm an old man. And I remember my Pidgeotto reached level 36 and it evolved to Pidgeot, and I was shocked, absolutely shocked. I didn't know it did that. And I remember calling my brother up on the phone and telling him that my Pidgeotto just evolved to Pidgeot, and my brother did not give a crap about that set of information. So it was still good for me. It's a good memory I have between me and my brother playing Pokemon together. But yeah, he didn't care. I cared, and I love Pidgeot for that. And I think it's a decent Pokemon. Is it the best competitive regional bird? No. It's actually probably one of the worst, but I love Pidgeot. I think it's a great Pokemon, and it deserves to be an A. Rattata, Raticate. I'm doing a lot of these Pokemon semi-together. I don't have love for these Pokemon. I remember back in the day, I had a friend that loved the Raticate line, and he tried to convince me to be a Raticate lover. No, he didn't work. I don't think they deserve to go in D tier. I'd actually potentially put Rattata in D tier. I just don't think it's a very good Pokemon. There is some cheesy things you can do with it, and I do think we need to be cruel to some of these Pokemon. I'm going to put Rattata in D tier, but I'm going to put Raticate in C, because competitively, it gets guts, it's very fast. You throw on Facade, or Facadi, as I call it. You put on Facadi on Raticate with guts, Flame Orb, it's not beat. I like Raticate competitively. I don't really like it as a Pokemon. It's a giant rat. But I think I don't really have any love for Rattata. I never used to pick one up in my playthroughs, so yeah. Kind of the same as Spearow, but over the years, I've grown some love for the Fearow line. More for Fearow. I think Fearow's actually a pretty good Pokemon. I used to just think it was the evil version of Pidgeot, and for that, I didn't really like it. But does Spearow deserve D? I think that could be really mean. I'm going to drop it in D, I'll tell you why. Because he's an absolute in the anime, and for that, I don't really like Spearows. But I will drop Fearow into the C tier. Over the years, I've enjoyed Fearow a lot more, competitively, as well as actually just a Pokemon. And when Fearow does his cry, he just goes, Aah! And I always think that's hilarious. So, yeah, Fearow in the C tier. I think that's deserved. And Spearow in the D tier. By the way, the D tier Pokemon, I don't hate any of them. I don't think there's any Pokemon I hate from Gen 1. But someone has to go there. Ekans and Charbuck. Alright, here we go. I love these two Pokemon. For the longest time, I'm going to tell you the truth, for the longest time, I did not know Ekans was just snake backwards. And I'm severely dyslexic, so you think I would have actually probably got that first. But no, Ekans, snake backwards, genius design. Not too great competitively, but Arbok's pretty good competitively. I think C is about right, though, for Ekans, but Arbok must be a B tier Pokemon in my opinion. I love Arbok, really good Pokemon, competitive, and I just love its design. I love everything about it, and I love its cry in the anime. Charbuck! Just solid Charbok cheese. Alright, we're on to the mascot, number 25 in the 150-to-1 Pokemon, so maybe I need to go a bit faster. We got Pikachu here. I like Pikachu. I like its design. I like its personality in the anime, although I didn't watch much of the anime, but the early animes I did watch when I was younger. So I will be quoting the anime sometimes today, but to tell you the truth, I think after probably Gen 3 is when I fell out of the anime, and I've actually picked back up with Pokemon Journeys. But Pikachu, although it is the mascot, I just have such bad memories of using it in Pokemon Yellow and not being able to evolve it. And in Pokemon Yellow, going up against Brock with a Pikachu was like, you know, the hardest thing possible, imagine. So I don't think it deserves C, but I think it doesn't deserve A. So I think B is correct, but I love Raichu. It actually could sneak into the OG Legends for me. I love Raichu. I think it's really, really good Pokemon. Even today, it's still quite good competitively. I actually used one not too long ago in a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl playthrough. It gets access to Nuzzle, one of my favorite moves. But is it OG Legends? Or just a really strong A tier? I'll leave it an A for now. That was a close one, though. I think I maybe could have been a bit more generous to Raichu. I love Raichu, so we'll leave it an A for now. And we might use that as one of our picks later on to change. Sandshrew, Sandslash. I think Sandshrew is okay. I think Sandslash is better. I think Sandslash over the years have actually proved me that it's a tanky mon and can take some hits, deliver some back. Not very fast. That's its gimmick. But I don't think it deserves D in my brain. Sandshrew. I think Sandshrew must be C tier for me. But I don't think this man can sneak into B. I don't think that's correct. I'm going to have to put Sandshrew and Sandslash in the C tier. Now, I was thinking about this because this was one that did come up in my brain before I started recording. The Nidoran line. So we're hitting the Nidoran female line first. And this is going to be semi-controversial. I like Nidoran female. I don't have anything against Nidoran female. It evolves early game. Poison Sting's not bad for Poison Cheese. So I think I got to put it in C. But I'm going to tell you the truth here, guys. Tell you the truth for free. I do not like Nidorina. I think it's just not a very good Pokemon. I don't think it has much going for it. Doesn't learn any good moves further on. Nidorino does. Nidorina doesn't. And I just never really liked it. It's the reason why I would pick up a Nidoran male is nearly because of Nidorina. So I'm putting Nidorina in D. And I'm not really happy about that. But I think it's deserved. But Nidoqueen. I love Nidoqueen and I love Nidoking. For the longest time ever, I actually preferred Nidoqueen over Elvis the King. But I just think Nidoking is better. It's better competitively. I like Nidoqueen a lot. It has that bit of bulk and still hits quite hard. I like it a lot. Does it deserve A? If Raichu deserves A... No, I think I'm pushing it there. I think I'm pushing its luck. Yeah, I'm going to drop it to B tier, but I do like it a lot. It could have sneaked in another day. I like it a lot. I like its design. I like both the Nidoking and Nidoqueen line. It's absolutely terrifying. And they're still relevant today. You still see them pop up the odd time. If you're playing Pokemon Showdown, you still use them. And they're still fun competitively. I like both of them. The Nidoran male, I think, cannot be any higher than Nidoran female. So we got our first kind of jump in overlay here. Nidoran male in the C tier. Nidorino. I actually like Nidorino a lot. I definitely like it a lot more than Nidorina. But I cannot put it any higher than C. But Nidoking, dudes, I think has to be an OG leg end, dudes. I think he has to be an OG legend. Still relevant today. Great move pool. I know Nidoqueen has a great move pool as well. But Nidoking, it can be anything you want to be. It can be a sweeper. It can be a physical attacker. It can be a bulky man. It can be a special hitter. I love it. Good abilities as well. And Poison Point. I think it's Rivalry as well, which, you know, it's not great, but it's okay in a different moments. But I think it's an OG legend in my brain. Obviously, it is an OG speedrunner Pokemon as well as Blastoise, so I think that has to go in the OG leg ends. Clefairy and Clefable. I like them in the anime. They go, Clefairy, Clefairy. And I have some good memories of Clefairy. Well, actually, let me strike that. Terrible, horrible memories of Clefairy from the Pokemon Stadium game. If anyone remembers Pokemon Stadium for the N64, where you had to press like up, down, left, right. Like, kind of like Simon Says in the little classroom minigame. And I hated that minigame. Although I wasn't bad at it, but I didn't like it. I think D is not correct. I think B is not correct. I think C is perfect for Clefairy. And I think Clefable is the exact same. C and CC for Clefable and Clefairy. We're on to the Vulpix Ninetales line. I like Vulpix a lot. I think it's a cute guy. I did like Brock's Vulpix in the anime as well. I did like the way it wasn't a rock type, because that man was all about Rocky Balboas. I think C would be disrespectful. I think I'm going to put it in B tier. I like Vulpix a lot. I like a good strong fire type. And honestly, because it evolves into Ninetales, Ninetales is definitely an A for me. I love Ninetales. I don't think it's an OG. I think I've got more or less the same love for Raichu as I do for Ninetales. So I think A is deserved. But he sneaked in Vulpix into the B tier. The Jiggler and the Wiggler. I love both these Pokemon so much. Whenever I see the Pokemon unite, I always laugh. Even if it's on the enemy team. I love both of these Pokemon. The anime was great. Competitively, not fantastic. I like its design. I think they did this Pokemon well. Could it go any higher than C? I think just for pure comedy, I'm going to put the Jiggler in the B tier. I love Jigglypuff, man. He's so funny. And then I think the Wiggler... I'm putting the Wiggler in the B tier only really because of the sprite. The Gen 1 sprite of Wigglytuff is hilarious, guys. I will put it up on the screen. Now you can check it out. Man's like using LSD or something. It's hilarious. So yeah, I gotta put some on the B tier. I think it's a hilarious Pokemon. Zubat, Golbat. I'm gonna start speeding up a little bit, I think, guys. Zubat, Golbat. I don't have any love for these Pokemon. I don't have any hate. Of course, Zubat is very repetitive. You see a billion of them in every single cave possible. But I don't hate it. And I also really like Crobat. I know Crobat's not in this. But I don't think they can go into B. I think they're both C tier Pokemon. I don't hate them. I do see a Pokemon I hate, though. And you know what? I'm going to skip. I don't care. I hate Paris and Parasect. I hate these Pokemon with a passion. I've always hated them. I'm not even going to really go into the thicks of it because we're going to be here all day. This video is already hitting the 20-minute mark now. I can't talk about these Pokemon too much because I hate them so much. I just think they're terrible Pokemon, terrible typing, terrible stats, terrible in the anime, terrible. Yes, I know one gets access to Spore, and Spore was broken at one point in competitive Pokemon. No, don't like it. Enough. I'm going to get angry if I talk about it anymore. Alright, we're on to Oddish, Gloom, and Vileplume. I don't really have much love for these Pokemon. Vileplume, I maybe have a sneaky bit more love for. It is just a poor man's Venusaur at the end of the day. But if you didn't pick up Venusaur as a starter, Vileplume is pretty good. So I think I'm just going to drop Oddish into C. Gloom also into C. But Vileplume's going to sneak into B. Okay, Vileplume going to sneak into the B tier. And I think that is deserved. Venonat, Venomoth. Again, no love. Venomoth, similar idea to Butterfree in terms of compound eyes, is really dangerous later once it gets that ability in the later gens. Venonat, not much love for Venonat. I think it's kind of cute. Kind of pretty good in the anime as well. Competitive, no. I don't think I've actually ever used the Venonat in any game. I have used Venomoths. Above Venonat in C, but I'm going to put Venomoth in B. My first ever Nuzlocke that I did on my channel, my first starter Pokemon that I chose was in a Soul Silver playthrough. My first starter was a Venomoth in my first ever Nuzlocke, so I have a little bit of love for Venomoth for that reason. And it's just not a bad Pokemon. It's not a great Pokemon, though. Speaking of great Pokemons, Diglett and Dugtrio, dudes. I love both these Pokemon so much, man. I think anything, if I put them in the C, it's completely unjustified. I think Diglett has to go to B, and I think Dugtrio has to be an A Pokemon. I love Dugtrio so much. Competitively, it's still good. Super fast, hits really hard. Very, very frail. If you drop a Focus Sash, is the better one. Focus Band is not as good. Focus Sash on this man helps. You use Stealth Rocks as well. And I love, it just goes, like, Diglett is Diglett-dee. Dugtrio. I just love both these Pokemon so much. But yeah, I think it's deserved A. Not an OG legend, A Pokemon. Meowth, in the anime, is arguably the best character. Meowth is there for the comedy, to break the ice, and to be that bridge between a child and an adult. I think Meowth is hilarious still, even if you go back and watch some of the older animes. I think Meowth is great. For that, I gotta put it in B. Persian, obviously, back in the days was broken. High crit ratio depended on your speed in the first gens, and I do remember picking up a Persian. You give it Slash, it wrecked shop. I'm gonna put Persian in A just for that. I do like Persian a lot, and I think it deserves to be A. Guys, by the way, you will see some first stage Evos ahead, but I can see a bit of a trend that the second stage Evo gets a slice ahead, but that won't always happen. Psyduck and Golduck, I actually like both of them quite a lot. I think it takes a long time to evolve Psyduck. I think it's level 33. Psyduck is actually okay, great move pool. I think C is deserved. I think C is deserved for Psyduck, and I'm going to slap in Golduck into B tier. I really like Golduck a lot. Again, I think it should be a water psychic type, though, because it learns loads of psychic moves, and in anime, it practically is a psychic type. Psyduck with his confusion strats, but I think it's deserved. I know some of these are being blocked by the camera, guys. I'll clean that up for you towards the end. Mankey Primeape. No love really for both of them. I like them both a lot. I don't think they deserve to be in B tier. I think I'm going to slap both of them into C. Primeape is pretty good. I do like Primeape actually competitively, but I don't think it should go any higher than C. Growlithe and Arcanine. Here we go. I love dogs. One of my first ever videos was a dogs only run in Fire Red, and I had a Growlithe, and we did evolve it actually, so it stayed as a Growlithe. It was puppies only, so it couldn't evolve. I love Growlithe. Definitely deserves to be in the B tier, but I do think Arcanine could sneak into A or even OG Legends. I think whenever I think of Gen 1, I think Arcanine always comes to my mind. It might need to sneak into OG Legends. I think A is a bit disrespectful. I love Arcanine so much. Yeah, I'm dropping in OG Legends. I think it deserves to be there. I love it. Really good stats. Really good move pool. Just it's a giant dog. Like, what's there not to like? It's a giant dog. I love dogs. The Poliwhirl line, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I think they're honestly potentially all going in C tier. Yeah, C. I don't hate any of these Pokemon. Poliwrath could be an argument into B tier. Water fighting is not a bad typing, but I just think it's a bit underwhelming. Poliwrath, I think it just could be better. I think his stats deserve to be a bit better as a third stage Evo. So, yeah, I don't think it should go any higher. Abracadabra Alakazam. Okay, so Abra, I think we're actually going to see stages. I think Abra's C because Teleport is annoying to deal with. And there's been many times where an Abra came up in a hardcore Nuzlocke or a Nuzlocke, any matter, and he teleports away from you. So, yeah, for this stage, I think there's a little bit of anger towards Abras. Kadabra has to be B tier. Kadabra, even so it's a mid-stage Evo, it still is a very viable Pokemon. Hits really hard. even so it's not fully evolved. I like Kadabra a lot, but honestly, dudes, are we kidding ourselves not putting this in the OG? Like, it has to be an OG. It has to be an OG Pokemon Alakazam. Look at this man. 2 spoons, handlebar mustache, 3 toes on each foot. This man is ready to party. I love Alakazam so much. Great competitively, great ability, great move pool. Frail in the defensive department. I get that. You drop a Reflect and you got Recover. I think you're fine. OG deserved. Going down to McHop, as I call him. Machop, McChoke, and Machamp. I don't hate any of these Pokemon. We might be seeing something in the Alakazam line. Not a big fan of Machop. I don't think Machop can go any higher than C tier. I don't have much. I think that's kind of disrespectful. Put him in the B tier. Machoke. I like Machoke. Actually, Machoke on its own is actually still... Yeah, okay, we'll put him in B tier. I think he still hits pretty hard, and I still like him a lot, actually. I do like the way he's got that belt. And then I think Machamp, I'm not going to put him in the OGs. I don't have that type of love for Machamp as I do the other OGs. I think he's going to chill in A tier, and I think that is deserved. Weeping Bell line, how many do we have? Oh my D God. Okay, I'm going to go through these a bit faster, okay? For your benefit, guys, not mine. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell. Weirdly enough, I'm going to go Weeping Bell first, get that one out of the way. I don't hate this Pokemon. I've got no love for it. I've got absolute no love for it. So I think we're going to have a D tier here. I just think it's weird. It's like its mouth is touching the ground. That's unhygienic. That's just unhygienic as well. But Bellsprout's going to go C. I do like Bellsprout. I think it's not a bad Pokemon. Decent-ish move pool, early days. But Victory Bell must go into at least B tier. Yeah, I think B is fair. Victory Bell is going to go B tier. I love Victory Bell. I love its scream as well. It just goes in the anime. And the fact it used to always eat James as well. I thought that was hilarious. I like Victory Bell. And it's also one of those Pokemon in the OG speed strats. High speed equals high crit ratios with Razor Leaf. So, yeah. I do like Victory Bell a lot. I've got some good love for Victory Bell. Tentacool and Tentacruel, another great... Again, I love all these Pokemon, realistically. Tentacool, Tentacruel. Don't have much love for Tentacool, but I love Tentacruel. So let's put Tentacool in C tier. And let's put Tentacruel. Actually might sneak into A. I have a lot of love for Tentacruel. I think it's really bulky. Decent move pool. Decent typing and water poison type. I've used them many times in my playthrough. It hits pretty hard and it's pretty fast. Yeah, A tier Pokemon. I like Tentacruel a lot. Definitely not OG Legends, but I think that's deserved in the A tier. Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. I like them all. 4 times weaknesses everywhere. I don't think B's. I think Geodude, just because it's a floating rock, might be B. I don't know. I think they're all D tier, actually. I'll put who? Geodude, C tier. Graveler, C tier. Golem, B tier. I do like Golem a lot, actually. Yeah, let's put Golem in B tier. Golem, B tier. I like him a lot. It's exactly what it says in the tin. It's a big, giant, hard rock that's hard to get rid of. But you splash some water on him. You splash some rocks. You splash some grass on those rocks, he's gone. But I do like Golem a lot. Gets the ability Sturdy, which is nice. Yeah, I like him a lot. But I've lost many Pokemon to Explosion Golems. So for that, I have a little bit of anger towards him. Ponyta and Rapidash. Honestly, dudes, we need to take a second and actually think. These Pokemon are so cool. It's a horse on fire. And then one's a unicorn on fire. They're so cool. I think, honestly, they both... One is definitely a B tier. I think Ponyta's B tier. And I think Rapidash... A tier? Yeah, Rapidash A tier. I love Rapidash so much. Oh. Very good competitively still, even to this day. Still relevant. I do like this Pokemon a lot. Yeah, I think it's the right call to put him in the A tier, Rapidash. And yeah, it's just a great Pokemon. I used one recently in my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, and I enjoyed it a lot. Slowpoke, Slowbro. They're so goofy, but both of them are so hard to deal with. I think they're both going to go B tier. Will I put Slowbro in the A tier? I do love Slowbro a lot. It's decent. It's got Slack Off later gen. Great ability, Regenerator. Great move pool. Yeah, I convinced myself. A tier Pokemon. I love Slowbro so much, actually. I really do. And I remember in Pokemon Stadium for the N64, I played that one a lot when I was a kid. Slowbro was just so good in it, and I used to always put on my teams. So yeah, I think it's deserved. Magnemite, Magneton. I do like its Magnemite. I like its Cry. Steel Electric. I know it's only electric in Gen 1. I think I'll be kidding myself if I put them in B tier. I do like them both a lot, though. I think they're just C tier Pokemon. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I do like Magneton a lot, though. But I think that deserves in C tier. A little more small review, guys, if you want to have a cheeky pause at any time, because I know that the overlay is popping up and down. I'd like to finish this in the next maybe 5 minutes. Will we? I don't think so. Farfetch'd. Not much love for him. C tier. I do think Surfetch is kind of cool, but Farfetch is just a duck with a leak. Doduo, C tier. Don't much love for him. Dodrio, I do like a lot. I do like the fact that its 3 heads have different personalities. It's very fast, hard-hitting Pokemon. Good, decent move pool as well. And yeah, I think it's just a good Pokemon. Weirdly enough, cannot learn Fly. It's the only non-flying Pokemon. Well, Gligar can't learn Fly later on, but that's a different tier list. Yeah, I think it deserves to be in B tier. Seal Dugong. I love Dugong's cry. Dugong, gong, 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 gong. But competitively, Water Ice is just not great. Plenty of weaknesses. And I don't have much love for it. It's both C tier. And Grimer, Muck. I like both of them. Definitely not D tiers. We might not have any more D tier Pokemon, honestly, now that I think about it. I think C tier is both correct. Actually, you know what? Muck's definitely got a bit higher. I love Muck a lot. Competitive is really good. Very hard to deal with. Black Sludge as well is nice. Drop a couple of minimizes. This man's really annoying to deal with. I think that's deserved a B tier Pokemon. Cloyster. Shelter Cloyster. For the sake, they both have absolute no special defense. I think that has to go C tier. But I think Cloyster has to go B tier on the premise that you drop Shell Smash. This Pokemon is hard to deal with. I do like Cloyster a lot as well. Water Ice, again, I don't think is the greatest ability, but he makes up for it with really high defense to deal with like fighting types and rock types that tend to be physical hitters. So I do like Cloyster. And it's just a, like, what is it? Like, it's a Cloyster. Like, what is the Pokemon? Is the shell the Pokemon or the little random black? Is that just a Ghastly inside? I don't know. Speaking of Ghastly. Ghastly Haunter and Gengar. Honestly, the OG ghosts. I think we're going to have another OG. I think Ghastly's going to go B. I think Haunter is also going to go B. But guess what, guys? Guess what? Boom. Another OG. Gengar has to go into the OG leg ends. I love Gengar so much. I do like Ghastly. I do like Haunter. But you just cannot argue that Gengar is just so good. Haunter might be a little bit upset that he didn't sneak into A tier, because Haunter alone is still really good. Really good speed, really good special attack, similar to Kadabra. And I do think, actually, when you compare Alakazam to Gengar, I do think Alakazam is better, because Alakazam makes it up a really good special defense. But no, I think it deserves to be an OG man. Onyx, I like it. No hate, no love. C tier. Drowsy, Hypno, I think they're hilarious. Like, what are they? They're just such a unique Pokemon. I don't think they have much place in the competitive world. Hypno is pretty beefy, and I think it does get access to Recover and some decent moves. It should be a Psychic type, should be a Poison Psychic type. I think anything higher than C will be unjustified. Krabby and Kingler, I love both of them. I love their cry. Burp, 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 burp. I do love their cries as well. I do love Pokemon cries. I'm just gonna put both of them in C. Or B, apologies. I think the bulk is going to drop into B tier. I think that is deserved. I think no higher for Krabby or Kingler. I think that's right. Electrode and Voltorb and Electrode. I like them both, but I've lost so many Pokemon to Explosion that every time I see one of these Pokemon, it just brings back nightmares. So I think they both deserve being C tier. Execute and Executor. Both 4 times weak to Bug. I think, again, I know there's a lot of C tier Pokemon here, dudes, but I'm actually going to drop Executor into B tier. I like Executor a lot. Gets access to good abilities. And good move pool, and it hits pretty hard, it's pretty thick, I like it. It's not bad. Cubone Marowak. Cubone's history in the anime is so sad. I feel mean to put in the C tier, but I think it has to go C tier. Marowak, I don't like it. I really don't like Marowak. I used to think it was a good Pokemon, but actually, it just doesn't hit that hard. It needs its ability in Rockhead, and it needs an item in Thick Club to be viable. I don't like Marowak. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, I'm going to have to separate these ones. I do think Hitmonlee will go B tier for me. I like Hitmonlee a lot, but I think Hitmonchan, I know this is Gen 1, and the elemental punches are actually physical in this game. But they're special, apologies. But later on, they become physical. I love Hitmonchan. I prefer Hitmonchan to Hitmonlee, definitely. And I think the elemental punches are so cool. I think I'm going to sneak him to A tier. We have Lickitung. No love for it. C. It's just, I don't even know what it is. Like, I know they usually try and make a gimmick, like, is it an animal or something? I don't even know what Lickitung is. It's just a pink ball with a tongue. Wheezing and coughing. I'm going to put coughing in C tier. I don't have much love for it, but I'm actually going to bring Wheezing up quite high. I think I'm actually going to put Wheezing in the A tier. I love Wheezing. I think it's still a good competitive Pokemon. Alolan Wheezing is very good as well. I think neutralizing gas is still a viable ability. It actually is pretty good around the bat. Like, it's really good stats. It can be quite quick for not a quick Pokemon. Great move pool, Ice Beam. I think it does the Thunderbolt. I know it gets Flamethrower, Fire Blast. I like Wheezing a lot. It's an A tier Pokemon for me. Rhyhorn, C tier. Rhydon, really cool design, and just for that, I'm going to sneak it into the B tier. But 4 times weaknesses everywhere. It looks like it could hit hard, but it doesn't really. I think it deserves to be in B tier. Chansey. I'm going to put Chansey in B tier, only for the fact when you see one, you just get so excited because it's guaranteed serious experience points. So, and it's still really good competitively. Chansey Eviolite's really annoying to deal with, and Blissey obviously is a great Pokemon. But I think B is fine. Tangela. Actually, Tangela does nothing for me. D tier. Tangela does nothing for me. I don't even know what it is. It's just, like, what is it? It's a big ball of blue things with... Yeah, it has shoes. Wait, because it has shoes, it went into C tier. This man has shoes. That's hilarious. But just doesn't do much for me as a Pokemon. You are very lucky, Tangela. You got out of that D tier. Kangaskhan, A tier. I love Kangaskhan so much. It's not an OG. Reminder what the OGs are. It's not an OG, but it is an A Pokemon, most definitely. Horsea and Seadria. Horsea, C tier. Seadra, C tier. Kingdra. If Kingdra was here, it would definitely be an A tier Pokemon. But Seadra just doesn't do much anything for me. Goldeen, C tier. Doesn't do much for me. And Seaking, later gen. Actually, it's pretty good with Lightning Rod. It gets Mega Horn, other crafty moves. It's alright, but no. Staryu, B tier. I like Staryu a lot. I'm having to do this weird dragging system, guys. Apologies for that. Staryu is B tier, definitely. But Starmie, I think... Ooh, it might sneak into OGs. Might sneak into OGs. I'm going to leave it A. I think this might be a Pokemon I change later on. As you can see, guys, I'm trying to go a bit faster. Mr. Mime terrifies me. It probably could go into D tier. I've got serious fear of Mr. Mime. I think C tier is fine. It's actually a pretty good Pokemon, but I think it has to go C tier. Here is one dude that's going up. Scyther. Love Scyther. Is it an OG? Probably not. I think it's a deserved A type. A category Pokemon. I love it. I love Scizor. I know it's not a Scizor, but because it can get an Evo, slap on an Eviolite. Really annoying to deal with. Very fast. Sword Stance user. I think it's agility as well. Really a hard Pokemon to deal with. Jinx. Terrifying. Don't like it. D tier. I lied. There were more D tier Pokemon. Enough said about Jinx is the best. It's too humanoid-y for my liking. Terrifying. Electabuzz. Love him. A tier. Oh, B tier. Yeah, A tier. Electabuzz. Cool in the anime. Still a good Pokemon even today. And I think pretty much Magmar is the same thing. I think we're actually going to have a few more A sneaking in here, guys. Magmar is an A tier Pokemon as well. I love Magmar. I think Tauros is also Pinsir and Tauros are also A. I love Pinsir. I know I'm doing a bit weird situation here, guys. Pinsir, A. Tauros is A. Tauros, I actually love Tauros, actually, man. I actually have a weird thing for normal type Pokemon. I think normal type Pokemons are really underrated. One weakness, one thing it can't hit. Usually they have really good move pools. Magikarp easily could be a D tier Pokemon, but I'm going to drop it into C. I think it'd be undeserved. But Gyarados, oh my god. Gyarados, OG leg end. Love Gyarados, dudes. Definitely deserved OG legend. Still viable today. 8 gens later, still terrifying. 4 times weaknesses to electric, but you know what? It's okay. You just get around that. Lapras. Love Lapras. I think it's an A tier Pokemon. Competitively, still quite good. Really bulky. Gets access to Parasong, which is crafty sometimes. I like Parasect. Oh, Paras. I was looking at Parasect earlier. I love Lapras a lot. I think it's there. Also, it is a taxi. It's a water taxi. I like it. Ditto. Never had love for Ditto. So let's go and see. I don't really get Ditto. I do get what it does. I just think on a team... I've never used a Ditto ever on a hardcore Nuzlocke team or a Nuzlocke for that matter. So, yeah. I think it deserves to be in C tier. Looking at the clock, we're doing okay. Got a bit longer than I wish, but it's all good. I hope you guys are still enjoying. Eevee, super cute. C is disrespectful. It's B tier Pokemon. It's a D because of its what's the word I'm looking for? Potential. Because of its future, it's a B tier Pokemon as well. It's just really cute. Not good competitively on its own. Okay, we got Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. I have a favorite in Jolteon. I think that's going to separate things. I think Vaporeon B, Flareon B, Jolteon A. I love Jolteon. Super fast. Hits ridiculously hard. They all have their place in the world. They all do different things, different jobs. But I do think that's deserved. That Jolteon, in my opinion, out of the 3 is my favorite. I think it's the best competitively. Flareon is okay once the physical special split happens. Vaporeon has been doing its own thing since Gen 1. So, I like that. I like that. Porygon, number 1. As I say in French, Porygon 1. I think it has to be a B tier. I think C is disrespectful. I like it. Decent move pool. Tri-attack is pretty good. I like it. Lord Helix. Omnite, I'm a star. Because I'm a bigger fan of Kabuto, I'm going to drop these into C's. Even I'm a star. I love Lord Helix, but I think just Kabuto and Kabutops are so cool, man. Like, look at Kabutops. The man's got swords. I need to beep that F-bomb out later on. This man's got swords for hands, man. This man's so cool. Kabuto's pretty shocking. I think it's a really late Evo. Is it level 40? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But I think I'm happy with that one. Aerodactyl, I think, has to be at least a... Aerodactyl's a great Pokemon. Still, even today, still decent. Yeah, it has to be an A-type, A-category Pokemon. I like it a lot. Snorlax, OG freaking dude. Still a viable Pokemon today. He's an OG. Snorlax, I love him. He is my envision of what I would want to be if I was a Pokemon as well. So, I love Snorlax. Great Pokemon. We're on to the legends. We're on to the actual legends now. The three elemental birds in Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. I'm going to try and do this as fast as I can. I love them all. Zapdos is my favorite. Obviously, I must have a thing for electric types. I do love them all. I think they're great designs. Still good, all 3 of them competitively. I think they're all going to go... I think they're all going to be A tier. Bear with me. Let me just drop them up to A tier first. I think they're all going to be A tier, but then I think I am going to sneak Zapdos into... No, I think they're all going to be A tier Pokemon. They're all A tier. Sorry, guys. I know I'm doing loads of things. Where's Moltres there? Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres, all A tier. Great legends, great designs, great competitively. I like them all. I love them all. We're on to Dratini, Dragonite, and Dragonair. Dratini, it evolves far too late. See? I like it a lot. Dragonair has its place in the world. I think it's a B tier, though. Because then you got this, man. I love Dragonite so much. Still a viable Pokemon today. Yes, a 4 times weakness to Ice. I actually I'm considering putting him in an OG legend. I'm considering putting him as an OG dude. No, he's gonna say A. I love him a lot. He's also waving. Hi. I love them a lot. I think we're on to the last two. Mew and Mewtwo. Mewtwo OG leg end. Has to be, my mans and ladies in the chat. Has to be an OG leg end. This man is the staple of Legends. Still one of the coolest mysteries of Pokemon. His coolest backgrounds of Pokemon. I love Mewtwo. Mew! I think I'm going to put A. I think I'm going to put an A. I don't think he's an OG for me. I think he deserves to be an A. I love Mew. I love the way Mew can be anything you want to be. It can be a sweeper, a bulky Pokemon. It can be whatever you want to be. Learn almost every move in the game. I just love Mewtwo so much. When you see a Mewtwo, it strikes so much fear into your system. I love it. So guys, that is my tier list. I want you guys to do your tier list. Perhaps join the Discord and show me what your tier list was in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for watching. A quick overview of the OG Legends that I've chosen. Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Nidoking, Arcanine, Alakazam, Gengar, Gyarados, Snorlax, Mewtwo. But honestly, some of these A's were unlucky to miss out, I must say. But I think I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'm going to give myself 30 seconds. Do I want to change anything? And I'm only going to look at A's to OGs. Is there any A's that I want to move up? Maybe Raichu. I love Raichu a lot. I really do. Scyther might move up. I'm going to move one of these two. Raichu, you know, Scyther. Scyther moved up. Alright, choose a no. Oh, that was a tough one. Scyther is an OG legend. I love Scyther so much, man. I'm happy with that choice. But guys, I'm going to start finishing up the video because it's been a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to slap the subscription button on the channel. Don't forget to like this video as well. Perhaps join the Discord and show me your tier list in the Discord. I'll check them out and we can compare thoughts on that. Well, guys, thank you so much. If you did enjoy this tier list, let me know in the comment section down below what tier list you would like me to do next. Gen 2, Legends, Starters, I don't know. This one was a longer one. If we do something like Starters, it will be shorter, I imagine. But guys, thank you for your patience for watching the video. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in a future stream or a future video. Burno signing off. Until the next one, peace.